That nigga Ralph got terminated.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel, ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started, and we are underway on a Monday night. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mond. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I tell you, bro, fuck the bullshit, bro. That shit's a nice game. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice fucking game. The campaign looking like it's going to be tight, too. I'm going to play that shit.
To try to slow him down.
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs...
Oh, they got brought Full Metal Jacket back. Let's go.
It's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Here's Mond. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, chains moving.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Garrett.
Yo, dude, how'd you not kill him? You ran right in fucking front of him.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your...
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball on the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Thank you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
You want to sit up here with Daddy?
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, right.
I shot my teammate. He killed all of us in that
up near the
motherfucker.
25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely. Nowhere for Fields to turn,
Right.
and down he goes. Chaz Surratt. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
That's subtitles. Why we need subtitles? Why they doing that?
Much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does.
Yeah, all I know is Jamal.
Play action. It's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What happened?
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7?
Yeah, this good. I got to go to the good. I can't think of what I said it was.
Touchdown, Chicago! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're
back up here now.
Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
No. Here, you can have it. You're not going to be just reaching all up on the table. No, you're not doing it. You know you can't.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 2nd down, Cook. They do get a yard there. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2nd and 10. A very
Yo, we have come back. We're right back in this
I gotta
bitch.
say,
Let's go.
it's going to be this cold. I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yo.
7-7, our score after 1.
Yo, we gotta get that shit. What are y'all doing?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
They're just fucking scared to get the head.
Uh-oh. Races down the right side.
Game, baby.
Will take
Oh!
It's a touchdown.
Let's go. 200 to 196.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So
we got to go D. Smith, most captures, son.
As this one's in the air.
Yeah, the homies ain't up there. Right now,
here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be
yes, sir.
Right
Team MVP.
Had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard.
You don't even get no XP though, right?
I don't think so.
They can throw you 50 XP. They throw you XP for voting. They should throw you something for winning that bitch.
That's the 2nd time I've won today.
Oh, okay.
Shit, you might. I'm
level
11 already.
For their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Fields. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was.
That's the damn. What is the D. Smith, the cat on the skateboard? What you say it is?
It's a fucking panda.
That shit is funny, bro, because he doesn't hit that bitch whirring around everywhere.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Let's go, Cameron.
It to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
All right, go ahead.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Bond now off of play action. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Why does it give us fucking Warzone shit?
Gonna throw it.
Fuck Warzone.
And that is
He got all of them up there.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the
No,
time he tried to
he
look
got all of
elsewhere to find an
them.
open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Because I see how people still play Cold War, because Cold War is a different time period. So people probably will still be playing Cold War. And Cold War's still fun, bro. They still adding new shit to it.
Bond looks to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes...
What the hell did you do?
As he did there.
You want bottle? No, you had to watch it.
That's crazy. That's on me.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception.
Man, hey, chill the fuck out. You didn't even do nothing.
Santos able to turn on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hey, we ain't doing that today.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled inside the 20.
Alright, let me get done with this bottle and take me just a second.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
Man,
Position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here you go.
Who, Ronnie?
4 yards remain for second down.
What is it? What play is it?
Handoff comes
Post
to
shot, whatever it
he'll be
is.
stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag
It's a
down.
deep cross.
Let's check on the call. So some
Thought he was
holding
talking about
over
that
the
one
left
they
side
found
of that
runs every
line.
third down.
And I know for the guys
YouTube
trying to
play.
move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
It's Cryo. Cryo literally runs it every third down.
Like Sean did against your boy Ricky, that's why he
Now they
left.
face a second and long
He
following
wasn't
the
playing with
holding
you two
penalty.
motherfuckers, what he said.
Back to the ground, this time Cook.
He's the original
They get him to the
YouTube
ground
guy.
right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. You know,
You know,
Man,
growing
the
up with
fucking
this head
Madden
coach and the
books and
pressure
shit. Who the
that he
fuck
is
does
under.
that?
CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Getting the ball is Cook running left.
Turn that corner on that nigga, Dalvin.
As he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Yeah, I got the
Brandon,
MP40
goes.
That's what it
There
is.
should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam.
Oh,
boom,
sorry.
biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
11-2.
On second down, it's Cook again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go.
I made my season a whole lot harder than it should be last night.
A reminder
I
coming
still
up
got to
just a
play
few
sides.
minutes from
I
now.
mean,
Sending
always
to
play
Jonathan
forward.
Coachman, our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That'll be complete to the running back.
That, Kellen? Shit, I'm glad he
He's
caught
going to go
it.
out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
9-3.
Yeah,
So
we
big
fucking
play gets
tied
all
over
the
there.
way down to
Jason
the
9 and
outskirts
3.
of the
I'm
red
9
zone
and
here
4.
for first and
Jason
10.
gonna play tonight.
And then like, Johnson, he got 5
They'll
losses.
look
He
to throw.
whooped the shit out of Matt last night.
I thought it was
Jefferson, but
man.
this
I
is
didn't know it was
intercepted.
close.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
I
And
know
the
that was
Bears
my
are going to
fucking
have it here
coach.
at their own 9-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the
Okay,
year he's
it is.
having,
Eddie
a
Jackson.
lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Since when?
Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A carry here for Hunt. He gets away from one. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I'm just saying my fucking defense could have reacted better.
Level 12. Let's go, baby.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there. The attack holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Fields. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ah, fuck, I couldn't see him.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
We're kicking my ass. We just need to keep it up.
Fields.
They're more worried about
Come on, Jeff.
and they ain't even trying to get here. See, they're idiots.
Picked by Jeff Gladney.
Oh, they got C.
Jeff.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had
Hell, put it here. I don't think the damn thing.
And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I want to play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Why you gonna throw the screen?
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Dumbass, you just walked right by me as I was getting y'all's fucking shit.
He'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal.
Double kill, baby. Let's go. Triple kill, baby. Let's go. Y'all ain't getting shit.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
There's no trophy systems on that bitch.
There probably ain't gonna be no turrets either. Ain't no turrets in damn World War II.
No. And I think they're like trophy systems.
Adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
And that's also Treyarch, ain't it?
Positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
That's some Modern Warfare Call of Duty. Not like the same people that do Modern Warfare.
The Bears offense ready to go for their
next
Infinity
War,
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5,
the engine feels like Modern Warfare.
It's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Ah, come on.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. What did we see there, partner? Was that a zone blitz?
I think you're right about that one, and very simply, that just means people blitzing that you don't expect and defensive linemen dropping back into coverage. It throws off the blocking assignments.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
We want to get B.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure.
Oh, how'd he kill me? Did he kill you, Joe?
He gets the sack there. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
What, buddy? Are you still tired?
A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And we get the throw off.
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
There's one on the roof, though.
But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking to throw. And this is one here. Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Burn quit.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting
your boy got 8 captures, son.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And it's a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. And some space here. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Oh, play of the game. Let's get it, son.
Now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Bullshit.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before?
If I wouldn't have been reloading, I'd have got 2 more kills.
Video convincing enough to overturn it.
A lot of factors.
Yeah, Ghost.
Need clear possession of football.
Yeah, D. Smith.
It's a tough one to overturn.
No.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 40.
They should have showed my fucking 8 captures on that.
First down for the Bears.
Another catch for him there on this drive. Looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can.
Whitest kid you know.
Damn, first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields.
Oh, what the fuck?
The pass.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24
Let me go
yards.
hit this joint real quick, guys, and turn the seat off.
On first down, it's Hunt, and not able to break away this time as they're
Dion, you getting on when y'all get done playing?
Yeah, I'm leaving probably like an hour or so, but I'm out now.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
I gotta go to a birthday.
Defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offensive backfield.
I did those sight
everything. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, you squandered.
The Bears on the move. They've got another
first
down.
I use it.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
It's zip now. Squad play. Squad play after play.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
I don't know how you can finish. You got to box
teams locked into a good one here. 21 all.
Well, I mean, I got to do it that way now because
Kenny Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Don't come back out, guys. That's why. I'm out here in the garage, but I can hear him in my headset.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's
Me and Zan was talking last night about it. He definitely going to be a game this month. Better let Daddy have his controller.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, this is Madison.
I'm out the back. I was going to send you.
Oh, okay. Right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safety.
That double XP coming in clutch, son.
Closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free
I'll
safety
get 5 hours.
coming up and making the big-time play?
That's double weapon XP and double XP.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Cause I got the I bought the $100
open field here.
What's up?
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry.
I noticed a little kind of invisible wall they put on the sideline.
Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Joseph on for the extra point.
Oh man, y'all didn't keep that shit. How like you don't go straight out of bounds. You on the sideline, it kind of it'll push you back in.
28-21 game. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
If you on the sideline and you running, bro, just pay attention. You running and you about to go out of bounds or something, and you not being hit or nothing. It's like a little invisible wall on the sideline, bro.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage.
As long as you're not like, of course, if somebody come hit you, you go out of bounds. But if you just running type shit.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from
I done bounced back in bounds a couple times.
7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll manage to pick
what the
up
fuck was up with
4
this shit?
2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Fields.
Yeah,
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Chaz Surratt. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Extra point, this man routes him off the corner. He don't go for the block. He just sticking the kick.
I do that when I get cheesed on the touchdown. So.
Oh, you go hit stick the kicker?
Mm-hmm. I'll give up.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Sheds off the tackle,
like that.
and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Because a lot of people don't take advantage of that shit when you're on penalty.
Really, as the night's going on.
I'm a sky kick that
This is
motherfucker.
Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge
Yeah,
there.
kick that shit to the 1 2 yard line.
To get him behind the line.
What do you want?
The loss, 2nd and 12.
But no, you better not open.
Out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Yeah, he would have come out there, just
coming
like
from
30
big
yards.
Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them.
Don't open this fucking can, man.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
No.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Cool. Let me have it.
You
can't have this.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams holding the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4th
you hear Bluey in there, don't you?
Themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision,
and a solid way to do that.
Bird, you know that shit don't work for me, dog.
3 yards pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Oh, what the fuck?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
In this game.
Better chill the fuck out.
Conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up on the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play.
Well, look who it is, Blake Pearson.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Was good. Plate.
So the Vikings
already know
Jake
on the head.
as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes.
I already knew what you was, why you tagged me last night. That's why I didn't respond.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Oh, no, he was just, he ran the ball down my fucking throat.
If that man stops turning the ball over, he can beat some folks, bro.
Yeah. See, he didn't throw no pick against me. I don't, yeah, he did. He threw one. He threw one.
And not fucking 8.
Yeah.
He threw 7 against me.
I threw the ball all over Kirby, but I could not stop him. Tannehill had like 450.
He make it hard on himself. He make it easy with people. He just be throwing the ball away.
Joseph's got it. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring
dog, it
out
takes
the
a
end
whole
zone,
fucking
not a
clip
good
to
one.
kill them fucking dogs. Get some pussy.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears
And then they'll be
offense.
with them fucking dogs.
We certainly
Shooting
had a
at you
sense
by the
coming
dog.
in that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on
get that
down here in
low,
this
Chris.
fourth quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to let it fly.
This is you, Jeff.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Call of Duty.
And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And I got it done in this one.
How do I not kill either one of them with my fucking
So for the
grenade?
Vikings, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A.